Da, 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 da. Welcome to
Good
the morning
morning.
show.
Welcome to the Queen City Picker and Friends show with the elder expert as as my guest.
Expert.
Expert.
You know
I
what
hope
an
every
expert is, right?
I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're not frozen out like Todd is. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, James. Good morning, Diane.
An expert is a drip under high pressure.
Okay. Um. Anyway, so you got to touch one of the Top Gun jets when you were in Texas?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you channel Tom Cruise?
Nah, I don't need Tom Cruise. I got me.
You got all the hotness you need, right?
I heard y'all were looking
Yeah.
for an expert, so I'm like, it must be my cue.
The young expert.
Well, I'm
Good
Hi,
only a
morning.
Scott.
I'm only a temporary expert this morning because I just want to announce that I'm leaving eBay. The winter update came out, and for every $100 you sell, it costs you an extra $3. So I'm gonna go build a brick and mortar store with the $3.50 I'm saving. So bye eBay.
Has that been the discussion that everybody's hacked
You know
off
how it
because of
is.
that $3?
It's old evil eBay. Look at this, folks. If you set the lofty goal to sell $100,000, it would cost you an extra $350. What What are you going to build for $350? What are you gonna get a piece of paper to start writing down what you're gonna do? I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah, but they just keep nibbling, nibbling, nibbling. Little here, little there. It gets annoying.
So does anybody use the buy it now feature on an auction? That is now free, so they gave a little bit back, and they've lowered a few things here or there, but
But as you just
Um,
said, you do $100,000 worth of volume. That's not even going to support a brick and mortar store because you're going to pay $3,000 a month in electricity if you actually have a walk-in store and the other utilities and
the problem is you have so many people who this is their first time ever owning or running a business, and so they still treat it like a hobby. You can tell by the way they react to most things. If the costs are that concerning to you, here's one for you: edit all your listings at one time and raise them all 0.5%. There you go. But the postal service beer went up too. Raise your shipping fees too. Shit, I mean nothing's stopping you.
that's what everybody else does.
That's what business does. Business. Do you think they've absorbed the rampant inflation, or are they charging you triple for a dozen eggs?
You know, if Walmart, 90% of them, those malls, those stores are owned by Walmart. They're
Yeah,
not
correct.
they're not owned by like a mall or a land holding company. It's owned by Walmart. They build their own buildings because they realize that once it's paid for, it's just driving the value of the stock, the baseline of the stock up.
Well, that's also the lesson of Ray Kroc. What's the strength of McDonald's? Is it that food that's greasy and probably is not great for you? You need to lay off of it, or is it the fact that they own so much real estate? The, the real estate on their stores sit on is worth a fortune.
It used to be the largest landowners, public landowners, or civilian landowners, was the Catholic Church and then McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it's still that way or not, but that's the way it used to be. That's not including all the government stuff. So
It lag McDonald's won't kill you. Hell, I worked there 13 years. It didn't kill me, and I can't imagine how much fast food I've eaten through my life. In 25 years, I've eaten a couple of burgers.
Because they were free.
I am the sole reason Little Debbie is still in business.
No, between you and Joni. Oh my God, John. So Joni inherited that from our mother. Her mother was, I mean, I think for the last 4 or 5 years of her life, she survived completely on Little Debbie's.
I think I have eaten 100 million oatmeal cream pies.
And Joni has to. She's that one. She has to. If I'm somewhere, or like now, she orders from Walmart, and so every the Valentine's one came out, the Christmas tree. I don't know. She ate up Christmas tree cakes. Oh my God.
Those are good.
Roberta, as soon as they come out, I start buying them for Roberta. So we got to lose a lot of weight before Christmas comes in because she loves those Christmas trees.
Oh,
And
I'm officially out of the 220s.
you done in the 219s?
Yeah, 219.8.
Winning.
Yeah, I started at 231.5 on January 2nd. So for the month of February, I lost looks like right at 11 pounds, a little over 11 pounds.
And now you're going to join them back.
Yes, Julie, I've had everything Little Debbie makes. My least favorite, I think, are the coconut balls. The
Hey,
Yeah.
chocolate balls with cream and coconut sprinkles on the outside.
Tom, you'll understand this one. I don't know that Todd will. Um, so I watched Keith Lee. If y'all don't know who Keith Lee is, he's a TikToker. He's an MMA fighter who decided to, in order to help himself with his social anxiety, he would do TikTok. And he's a food reviewer, and he's just blown up something crazy. It's a truly nice fella. He's got like 10 million followers now, and he tried Bojangles in North Carolina for the first time. Did I go out or did Tom go out?
Tom went out.
But,
So he tried Bojangles for the
you
first
know,
time.
we
He got it and took it with
we
him.
like sweets around here.
Oh, okay. I must be out of sync. Hold on.
No, you're all right.
No, we lost him. Tommy,
No,
you still there?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Sometimes whenever somebody goes out and comes back, you couldn't hear me when I was talking. So
No.
Yeah, I could.
you
Sorry.
could, but Tom couldn't. So Tom,
Oh,
Bojangles, food reviewer, young kid that never had Bojangles before. He's reviewing Bojangles. He got the food and took it with him, and he complained that the biscuit was a little crunchy. I'm like, you got to eat a Bojangles biscuit when you first get it, when it's nice and moist and hot. And so he got the chicken sandwich, he got the Supremes, and he got something else. I'm like, how do you not get the Cajun filet biscuit? That's like one of the best biscuits out there for fast food. Yeah, Tom went froze again.
oh. Yeah, I did.
Roberta, can we complain? Come on.
Uh,
Get a service truck out there right now, Roberta. Come on.
so, uh, half of our town lost power last night.
Sorry, it seems to be at my end because Roberta just said that she lost power, and then all of a sudden I started sinking.
Can you hear me, Tom?
I can hear you.
I can
I
hear
was
you.
telling them the story about Bojangles, how you have to eat it when it's hot. That's the best. You can't take a biscuit home and expect it to be like the the, the biscuit experience. He didn't even get a
Right.
Cajun filet biscuit. How can you go to Bojangles and not get a Cajun filet biscuit?
I got a better story for you than that.
But he did get the Bowberry biscuit. He gave the Bowberry biscuit like a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay. Roberta has to go every 3 months and up to the main hospital and they to the transplant center and they pull blood and they do all this analysis on it.
Yeah. And he's gone again.
So, and this our power flickered twice, but my mother-in-law's went completely off. And she has an oxygen machine, so we had to go over at 8 p.m. in the dark on icy roads to go get her. She doesn't have a regular wheelchair, so her walker has wheels, so we had to push her on the icy sidewalks.
We're
while
having
she sat
internet
on her
problems.
walker.
Okay.
What I started to say was we would go, while Roberta was doing her blood draw, I would run over to Bojangles and grab us some biscuits. I went in there one morning and I walked in the door and the lady said, "I'm sorry, sir, if you want a biscuit, we're out of biscuits." This is like at 7 o'clock in the morning.
What?
And I said, "How can you be out of biscuits at 7 o'clock in the morning?" And she said, we don't have anybody to bake the biscuits. So I said, "Okay." So I left. As I'm walking across the parking lot, uh, two guys in suits are walking up and they said, "Good morning, sir. How was your food this morning?" And I said, "I don't know. They don't have any biscuits. So if you want a biscuit, you can't get biscuits because they don't have any." And one guy stopped and he said, "Bojangles doesn't have biscuits?" And I said, "No, sir. So you'll have to go someplace else." And the other guy pulled out his business card and handed it to me. And he's like the vice president of sales for the Southeast. He said, "Did they explain to you why they don't have any biscuits?" And I said, "Because they said they don't have anybody to bake biscuits." And he turned and looked at the other guy. He said, "I guess we're getting ready to take our coats off and start baking some biscuits."
I was about to say they know how to make biscuits.
And he's like, well, he gave me a coupon and for some a couple of free biscuits, and I don't even know what happened to them. But I cannot believe that they could not. You go to Bojangles for their biscuits. You know, it used to be you went to Hardee's for your biscuits in the morning, but they don't have. We don't have any Hardee's around here anymore.
You know, if you're
But
the opening manager at 3:30 in the mornings, every now and then when somebody doesn't show up, sometimes you become the biscuit bitch.
well, he couldn't. They had made some, but it was gonna be like 15 more, 20 more minutes before biscuits were going to be ready.
Come out of the oven, yeah.
And you know, this was the morning rush. People are going up to the towers because this is right near uptown, and they don't have 20 minutes to wait for a daggum biscuit. But anyway, the guy said, "I apologize for it," and but that's when he told the other guy he had to. They were getting ready to make some biscuits.
But they can catch up in a hurry because most of them Bojangles have 4 commercial ovens, and each one of them will hold, so they can do 12 pans at a time times 15. I mean, it'll you can catch up in a hurry, but once you get down on a busy morning,
This
forget
is
about
their, this is their prime morning time. This is 7 o'clock. Everybody's headed to the towers uptown, or
it. Hmm.
there's a school, CPCC, which is a community college, is right there beside it. And all the hospitals are right around it.
Yeah,
They
so
had to lose a crap load of money that morning.
yep, no lie. But when I ran Bojangles, I was a I was a regional training manager for them, running their big store in Wilmington. At 2 o'clock, 80% of the business for the day was gone. I mean, you were done because Bojangles does not have a big night business at the time. So if you have screwed up first thing in the morning, you have screwed up an entire day.
He, I told, back when they started opening back up after the pandemic, I was stopped at a Bojangles and to get some stuff, and I asked the manager was at the window running the cashier register. He said, "Do you have a?" I said, "When are y'all going to open the dining room back up?" And he said, "I hope never." But anyway, I'm sure somebody got their butt chewed out since you got the vice president of the Southeast sales department coming in there, and customers are saying, "We don't got no biscuit."
Oh, there he goes again.
Dang.
Yeah, we missed all that ice, Todd. We don't have it. We didn't get any. It went north of us. It went through Nashville.
God dang.
It's cold.
It took, I mean, it's a,
Because people, I keep dropping.
there he is. It's kind of like
Damn cable system.
If you only
moving.
knew somebody that worked for the cable that could help you out.
Uh,
Anybody? Bueller? Bueller?
mhm.
Is anybody there?
Yep.
Yeah, he can. He synced out. He can't hear me now.
You can't hear me?
I guess not.
Lord, I hope it's not going to. I got to run this
So,
This is my best imitation of Tom.
Anyway, I see Scott moving, so at least he must be.
I was my best imitation of Tom right there.
I don't know what to. I, s- I see Scott moving, so at least he's. You know,
I mean, it seems to be working for me.
don't mess with me, Scott.
you can see him blink.
This is irritating. Because Roberta's got some. If this daggum
I'll be
system goes
right
down,
back.
Roberta's got a bunch of stuff she's got to run, and because she goes on vacation tomorrow, and that means she's going to have to get dressed. I'm gonna have to unwrap the car. She's going to have to go uptown. She's going to have to go to the office to work.
Hey, somebody, can't you call and cuss somebody out and get this fixed?
No, she can't. Even though, bless her heart, my mother-in-law, she'd call Roberta up and say, "Why did they take IA? ID? Why did they take ID off the playlist? You need to call somebody." Roberta was like, "Who the hell do I call?" You know.
Xfinity moved that to an upper tier. You got to pay more to get that now.
She was just kidding because we joke about that all the time, but it's
I had to tell Xfinity, I'm sorry, I can't afford ID because I've only got one kidney. I can't give you both of them.
it's right.
You've taken the first kidney. I don't want to give you another one.
Um, I, I didn't know. I don't remember you saying that you worked for Bojangles. I thought you always worked for like the burger joints.
No, I did Bojangles for when we moved back to North Carolina for I think 4 years.
You had to put on some weight during that time.
Ate a lot of biscuits.
Do I?
Yeah, I did. I determined that the absolute king of biscuits is the Cajun filet. If you put egg and cheese on it, that's a hard biscuit to beat right there. Cajun filet, egg and cheese.
Yeah, that's what my son like. Well, he likes just the Cajun filet. He don't want the egg and cheese on it.
Oh my God, that's the king right there.
I'm gonna just say anything. You poor people that don't have a Bojangles in your area because you live over in the damn northwest or wherever, or way up north. Y'all are just missing out on good food.
I don't think
For a
we
while
got a
there, the business
Bojangles here.
biscuits were kind of flat, and then all of a sudden they're back where they're supposed to be. They used to be real fluffy, but they must have.
Mess with the formula or something.
Yeah,
Change,
it had a
change
lot of
suppliers. You
complaints.
never know.
But I didn't know
Yeah,
you was a biscuit maker. Do they actually make them from scratch, or do they use
no,
mixes?
it's crap. So a bag of biscuit mix comes in, and you add
Right.
buttermilk to it,
Oh,
and so, but they roll out every. They have all kinds of biscuit. In Charlotte, they have. You probably seen the advertising for the best biscuit maker. They have contests store
yeah,
company wide.
yeah. They have a biscuit school. But
There's an art.
like,
There's an art to making them. You can if you do little things wrong, you screw them up for sure.
I guess he makes biscuits.
Most people when you first start teaching them, they want to twist to cut them. They want to twist it, and that seals that biscuit off and doesn't let it rise. So that might have been your problem. A new biscuit maker or they're not straight up and down. Never twist a biscuit cutter.
Mr.
Good.
Sadie, you've never heard of Bojangles?
He's lying.
We
Oh
don't
my
have
God,
them
I'm
in
going to have to
Waco.
send you a box of them. I'm going to have to go out here to say I need a discount on a sample of y'all's product because I'm sending it to some people in Missouri.
Like that's what's wrong with you people up north. Y'all eat them damn bagels. If y'all just relax, eat a biscuit, y'all be much better off. Uh oh.
Yeah.
We sold the clicker $25. I can afford eBay. I can afford eBay fees now for the next 100,000 in sales.
I'm sure people are just raising hell about that that extra little fee.
Yeah, I need to make my normal video. I quit.
Yeah. Do some
That's the name of the live show.
clickbait.
That's the name of the live show tonight. This is the last. This is the last.
You're going full time Amazon with a little Poshmark mixed into it. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't read the update, but if that's what they're talking about, then yeah, I'm surprised the people are just not out there whining and crying. Yeah, I like
Amish
good bread too,
bakeries.
Lag, but there's just something about a biscuit. My mother-in-law makes them, and my mother does too. They make good biscuits. My mother-in-law makes good gravy to go on the biscuits. So, this is really irritating.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyhow,
That's the name of the show tonight. eBay fees up. Should you quit now?
but you're right. You got to really, even if you sell $1 million worth of stuff, hopefully you got at least a
That's
40% profit margin in it.
that's an extra $3,500 if you sell it. Yeah, 350, 35. Yeah,
Joni and Roberta probably spend that much at Christmas time on Christmas tree
on
cake.
Christmas tree cakes and gas for me to go looking for them. At
Yeah.
least now she pays the $50 of Walmart Plus, so she's finding like 3 things she needs this morning from Walmart. She's like, "Are you going to get it?" I'm like, "Why? They'll drop it off on the front porch. I don't want to go to Walmart."
That's what Roberta does. I joke about having a box on the steps all the time or going out the door and fall over a
Same
box. It's because between Prime and that Walmart deal, she just orders it or has her a list going and
Well, our wives are the same. That she doesn't feel great a lot of days. So the last thing she wants to do is spend any of the time she feels good in a damn Walmart.
yeah.
When she can use that time bitching at me.
Did you hear Roberta cackling in the background? He's out in the shop.
Yeah, I'm outside. She don't watch anything I do.
It's correction.
Roberta says it's not bitching, it's correcting. Guiding you in a proper
That's a
life.
That's a full-time job. All right, tonight, 7 p.m. Central. I need to make me a thumb. I need to make me a good thumbnail to go with this.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. Fees up, beard out.
It seems to, I think it's back.
Yeah, it's back now. Lord have mercy. Scott, you there?
No.
Todd, you there? Todd, do you still have ice on your driveway out in your road?
Little bit, yeah. It snowed this morning a little bit. I'm like, crap, stop, enough. It's 3 days in a row of ice and snow and rain and sleet. Crap,
It's still snowing? Off and on?
yeah, this morning,
Dang.
You poor bastard.
I know. Went to the post office yesterday. Creep down there. So I didn't have any late shipping dings, and the only person in there was a postmaster. One gal called in and said she couldn't make it, and the other one got stuck 5 miles out of town, but she couldn't make it any further than that. She had to get her
Oh,
husband to come and rescue her out of her car.
look at me go. What did I sell this time?
If it wasn't for us husbands rescuing wives, I mean, I'm telling you.
Black decanter. What the hell? It must be that. A coffee decanter. Woo!
And he's frozen.
I was about to say, Tom, can you hear me? That'd be a negative.
Yep.
Lag. New York bagels are the best. You say that because you don't have options for biscuits. That's it. No, nobody ever said that they wanted to put biscuit and gravy on, or they wanted to put sausage gravy on a freaking bagel. What the hell?
What was that place that had the great big cinnamon rolls?
Uh,
Grandma's something, Grandma's Kitchen or something.
so, Tom, one place I've never eaten in North Carolina is Biscuitville any good?
I've never eaten.
We've never eaten there either, but we've heard it's real good.
We don't have it close.
Because being on the coast, they weren't out there when I was traveling through. I'm cheap. If I'm staying at a hotel somewhere, I'm eating their free breakfast. To hell with it.
Amen, brother.
Especially if I'm staying at a Drury's hotel, because that joker owned Bojangles at one time. Their breakfast is pretty good for
Oh,
free.
Wow.
Yeah, old man Drury owned Bojangles for quite a few years.
would- yeah,
Silver is going to the moon.
Yeah, silver and gold are about to take off. I'm telling you. You heard it here first, folks. From somebody who does anything with either one of them.
well, you probably got a parcel of it up under there somewhere.
Silver's $24.50.
Like you just don't know. You come down to the south, and I'll take you to Biscuit Express, and it'll make you disown your whole family, and you'll never go back to Philadelphia.
You,
He would never he would
But
never
you,
leave
you, un-
mom.
you unwrap that golden deliciousness, and there's more bacon. There's enough bacon that's bigger than your head, and you go, "Holy crap! I'm never leaving." You'll understand why Huntsville is the #1 city to live in. Then we'll take you to get some real barbecue, not that crazy mess y'all call barbecue.
Why do people in Kansas City think they make good barbecue? That's
That's
yeah.
one of the cities I've never been to. Kansas City.
I mean, it's good. I'll eat it, but it's not like Texas barbecue for sure.
the best thing coming out of eating out, up north is back when I was about 17 years old, which was a long time ago. Uh, we were up in Maine, and I had had hash browns, and they had garlic on them for breakfast. And so after that, we started putting. Are y'all screwing with me? Or y'all? Y'all got. Oh Lord. Anyway, we started when my mom would make hash browns in the.
Oh shit! There we cursed him again. Damn it.
Oh, he gone.
Okay, so the only thing, Lag, I will give it to you. Y'all can make some pizza. New York pizza is the best in the world. I'll give it to you. Other than that, y'all need to quit.
hmm
And that's why every time I go anywhere near New York, I eat pizza.
Why
The
did
whole
you start?
time. Hey, when he comes back, let's get him.
Huh? Does anybody remember those? Those things were about 2 inches thick. Okay, y'all can stop now because I'm not locked up.
This is a good game to play on the show.
I know y'all just irritating the heck out of me.
It's a good thing Jim and Tara are on here because Tara will be the best. You never even. I know she was.
That's right. Yeah, she doesn't turn the camera on, so she'd be.
She didn't like to show her morning face.
No. Let's see if this works. Tara.
She's doing us.
Tara.
She's doing us a favor. You know, her beauty would be so great with us three ugly guys that it's just
We'd have to turn our cameras off.
we'd have. In response to that, definitely have to turn our cameras off.
Silver's up, stock market's up. Fed only raised rates 25 basis points.
Yeah, that's what they said. Most people thought they've got to start slowing down. At some point, it gets too high. They crush everything.
I think it's already too high. I got 2 boys wanting to buy a house each.
Oh my God! Yeah, the interest rate on a house, and people don't think about it. They see what it does to your payment, but if you do a 30-year mortgage and look at the life of that mortgage, what this interest costs you,
Oh my God!
it'll cost you. You know, the best thing I did was refinance down to the 2 point whatever 1 something, and I cut off 12 years of this mortgage.
But in 1980, I would have died to get a 7% home loan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The biggest thing is though is my brother's daughter. She and her husband are in the process of building a house, and in the year from the time they've started planning building this house to now where it's actually under construction, the cost of the house has gone down $25,000 because of building products.
Dang, people don't like my counter offers. Okay, you don't have to buy it.
Yeah, people. Don't get me wrong. I like Chris Daily Refinement. He seems to be pretty smart, which is what makes this so crazy that he would risk everything he's got.
I know.
Yeah.
He's banned for life, isn't he?
Yeah, there was some rumors that he was working on a deal to come back, but it hadn't happened yet.
Can you share that story? I don't know who you're talking about.
Who
Daily Refinement used to be called crap. I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah. He came out of the military and did reselling part-time, and then he took off.
I mean, he is very disciplined and very...
Was he in the Navy? Air Force, something. I don't think it was Army or Marines.
Did he mess around with selling stuff that he wasn't supposed to be selling, or?
He bought high dollar Nike shoes that were prototypes.
Uh-huh.
That weren't ever supposed to be sold.
Out in the public or sold, yeah.
Yes, but people that worked at their factories would carry home a pair or something. And he got a source to get into just hundreds of pairs of those. And he was selling $300,000 a month in Nike shoes. But they shut him down. I bet he wished he could go back and save some of that money. It's kind of like around here, you'll still see that bumper sticker out in West Texas sometimes that says, "Oh Lord, give us one more oil boom and I promise not to piss it off this time."
Well, we just had one. Did they piss it off?
So he is allegedly banned from eBay, period?
Yep. He's been off of eBay for about 18 months.
Oh, because of that.
Yeah, that was his name, James. 10K on the bay.
10K on the bay, that's
Okay,
it.
I remember that. Was he from California? San Francisco? That area?
Yeah, he is in California, yes.
But, so
he's pretty good friends with that Australian reseller that
Yeah,
sells
Tech,
books.
Tech and Sports. He and Tech and Sports have a a group that they help people with, and really it's a motivational group.
Yeah,
A lot of people like it. A lot of people $35 a month, so it's reasonable.
yeah.
Uh,
Back from Burnout was the best interview he ever did. He had her on one time, and boy, she's smart.
so Lags is saying that they said he can work with his wife's eBay account. So
Uh, damn, Scott, you. Okay, I think a lot of these damn people are bullshitting people. You make a living with this. The
now, don't get
YouTube
me wrong.
is a
Chris sells a shit ton now. Don't get me wrong. He
uh,
sells a absolute ton of stuff.
but for $35 a pop, you need to have you a damn group. I'm not joining it unless you give it to me for free.
Okay, so just think about this now. He has got this group 35. So guess how many people he's got paying him the $35 a month?
I have no idea.
Let's do
About.
this. Let's do the simple math. He's got 800 people paying him $35 a month that he splits with that other guy.
Good grief.
So 800 times 35 is $28,000 a month. He's making 14 grand a month on this thing before he sells the first item, and he threw all that in jeopardy over some damn tennis shoes. I mean, yeah, James, Chris does make more money on it. Now, I got a lot of respect for the hustle, and man, Chris is a go getter, man. He works hard, and I don't have any problems with him. Everybody who's I've talked to like 6 or 7 people who are in that group, and they all say that the motivation is easily worth the 30, and the techniques and the accountability is worth. Where are you gonna get that? That's $1 a day basically.
Tara's backstage, Tom.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
I
Well,
was,
I know
reading,
you're old and you don't look at the chat.
I was reading the chat and I should be looking at it on this page, but I can't respond to it in this page. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay. All right. I'll give you an excuse.
um, see, now here's the one that makes all the money.
I wish I'm playing the lottery right now and I ain't winning shit.
Yeah, because it's not scratch and sniffs; it's scratch off.
Okay, well, I'm scratching, but I ain't getting no luck.
But it's
You scratch and sniff them, you're definitely gonna lose.
Oh, let me look at him. Oh yeah, his face is looking pretty bristly, and now I don't want to sniff him because he shaves in the shower. So if he's got that much stubble, I know he hasn't showered.
No, I didn't shave the last couple of times I showered.
What? Get out of here!
No,
You
I'm serious. I didn't shave.
Okay.
oh, I see.
If I went
Jim-
this long while taking a shower, you'd know it.
Jim's alter ego was on here this morning.
You ever go to the zoo and they got that big cage just full of monkeys? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it smell like.
Did you, Tara? Are you getting ready to quit eBay because they've raised fees up?
Did they raise the fees? I wouldn't. Well, what am I going to do, Tom? It's their field. Did they really raise the fees?
Yeah, 0.35.
Oh, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, that's where I sell 99% of my stuff. So, I mean, it's their ballpark. I mean, you just got to play in it.
You know what? And there's a whole bunch of stuff we pay for that don't make us any money, and eBay actually makes us money. So I guess I guess we'll pay the little.
It
bit.
is what it is.
Yep. Fixing to go bulk edit and move everything up 3.5%.
I don't know, but
No,
right
it's-
now, I mean, I will say in the used market, sometimes you got buyers that are a little more sluggish than they have been in the past, or you get a lot of this, where they're, I mean, it's like, maybe it's out of principle, they're offering you like, if you don't have the extra dollar to buy this thing, then why don't you just go
Yeah,
F off?
we got a person on a $21 item stopped short at $19. They just couldn't throw the extra $2. I'm thinking, if you ain't got $2, maybe you shouldn't be buying this.
And
Use that money for food or something.
you don't have to raise it 3.5%. It's 0.35%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even it's not even half a percent.
Well,
Yeah.
it's way below inflation, which we all know is only at 8%.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
But that's with my account. That's still like $180 a year. They're gonna get. Oh man.
Well, what are you gonna do though? I mean, I could sit here and be pissed and lament it, like, damn you. But I mean, that's just making yourself frustrated on something you can't
Yeah,
change. So just work on the shit you can change,
go buy a lawnmower
list
belt.
better stuff, or I don't know.
If you buy a part for your lawn tractor, I mean, it's like, oh, the lawnmower belts went up, 50 cents. Well, you're not going to quit cutting your grass.
Yeah. You're not going to quit eating eggs because you're paying $7 a dozen for them.
Well, maybe. They're the new cigarettes.
I'm surprised you hadn't got some chickens, Tara.
I know, but then I
That's
gotta
bad.
well,
Our
we
neighbors
don't have
have
a
wolf,
coop. We don't have a coop. We got these dogs across the street that killed all my geese.
and they got a new dog that's a wolf.
So I guess I don't want to deal with a bunch of dead chickens, and I'd have to fence in the yard. I'd have to fence in a thing around a coop to put the chickens, and to
Wouldn't it
get
be easy
chicks,
just
you
to
need
kill
a
the
coop.
dog?
Yeah, well, they got to make sure they're on our property when we do that.
Or just put up a fence to fence in your chickens, and then put you a daggum electric fence around it that's hot wired into.
I know, but I got to build a chicken coop too, because when you buy chicks, you got to raise them under lights for a little while.
And we're already building a barn. And we're already building.
Jim's already like,
okay. Give me a freaking heart attack.
Did he say he's got to build a barn?
yeah, I want to build
Yeah.
I got to build a little I want to build a horse barn.
You know how everybody in the community comes together for the barn racing? Well,
Yeah.
we don't have or know anybody in the community.
So we're hitting you
basically
up.
building ourselves. So yeah, the chicken coop.
Honestly, though, I will say though, because I've been watching this, what was it, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and building supplies were so high. Actually, they're coming down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the built ones are coming down too, so you may just have that done.
Yeah, the pole barn building prices have come down quite a
I'll
bit.
change my own transmission, but I really would a barn, a story and a half structure. I just as soon have somebody else build because I am not a carpenter. I can do plumbing and electrical, but I don't like nailing boards together.
Yeah, James, that 35 cents per $100 they buy stuff on is going to kill them. Buyers are going to be out of here.
Yeah, people don't come to eBay for a bargain. I mean, they do, but they're looking for something that they need or they want, and that's what they come to eBay for. I don't go to.
Well, I will say
PriceSmart.
during the first recession, the used market was really strong because people might have been tight on money and they would go find a deal on the internet and go buy it. This one's a little bit different. For me, it is.
But I think it's going to
Which
go
one
back.
works?
It's going to go
Yeah.
back to being. Used is not going to go away. I mean, used is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to just wait till the end of this year, whenever the full effects of all these tech layoffs are happening, and we're 3 years. Well, I don't know if Biden will still be there or not because they're actively forcing his ass out. But
No, 4 more years.
once we become
Please keep Biden.
I was about to say, don't start dissing on
Once we
Jason
become
Carr as
California, once
president
we
now.
become California, and oh boy, is now our president.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want that.
4 more years. Joe's gonna get it right. He's just getting his sea legs. He's gonna close the deal.
I
Give him
think
a
he's
chance.
about ready to fall overboard.
Give him a chance. He needs a chance. Everybody needs a do-over.
The Speaker of the House just said, "We with Biden." I was like, "What?"
Well,
And
they're
the-
both human beings.
Talking about the budget.
Oh yeah.
Probably was.
Well, he
probably
wouldn't say too much what they talked about, but yeah,
You're
whatever.
both lizard people like Nancy.
We have found common ground. I'm like,
We
oh
both
my
like to sniff
God.
hair. We both hate corn pop.
I really don't really like to have politicians in power from each of the extreme coasts, so I'm not really excited. And no offense, about having a Californian as Speaker of the House.
You know,
Shut up.
I was reading an article, or maybe it was a video, where they were talking about, a lot of the younger Democrats are they're really concerned about him running for re-election, and so there might be a battle for the seat.
Well, then they ought to raise the voting age to 21.
Pardon me?
Then they ought to raise their voting age to 21. Those young whippersnappers don't know what they're talking about.
They're raising the voter age to 21.
That was a joke.
I
Oh,
said they
they
should,
should.
because those young voters don't know what they're doing.
Don't they know nobody
Yeah,
F's
they
with
need
a Biden?
somebody with life experience like Joe.
I would really like for them to do a reality show where they go out and they find a bunch of these new millennial types and slap them out on a damn farm and say, okay, if you want to eat, you got to raise what you got to eat. Because it's,
No phone, no cell service.
yeah, no phone, no cell service. One of the people I follow that are cruisers, they said the best thing they like about going on a cruise with their teenagers is, other than being able to message each other on board the ship, they have absolutely no phone service and no cell service and no internet. So they keep their phones in their pockets all the time.
Oh,
Yeah, it becomes a
and then you
camera.
gotta like talk to your family and stuff. Ooh.
Well, when I was taking my son to work this morning, there was two teenage boys standing at a bus stop, and one was on the phone and the other one was messaging. I'm like, dude, do you people not talk to each other, or y'all messaging each other on the phone?
I don't text people, honestly. I refuse to do it because it just see if I gotta tell you something, I'm just gonna tell it to you. I don't need to. I just don't like texting really. Never have.
Well, it's good for certain things,
Mm.
but if you need to
Well, I don't
discuss
do it.
something, let's talk face to face, or
Uh,
let's talk on the
I don't
phone.
really call people that much either. I mean, it's gotta be something pretty important for me to actually call your ass.
And you ever get that person that sends you a text, and then they text you, but in the time you're trying to type out the response, they've sent you 3 more freaking texts? It's like, my God, at this point, why don't we just talk?
Why you got a shotgun?
Oh, because I don't like that wolf dog.
All right.
Thank you, Texas.
Maybe our dog, maybe their
It's a case where people are just going to have to they're going to have to get on the stick because money's going to run out. And if Torres president gets reelected, I don't know what we're going to do.
You can't blame me for him. I was all on Team Trump. I'm
Tara
still
just
on Team Trump.
voted for him to get another stimulus check. I don't know what she's doing.
Well, Todd,
Did
have
we
you
get
been-
a second stimulus check? Well, we got the first one that was with Trump, and then we got the second one that was a part of one that was when Trump was president, and then they handed out the rest of it after Biden got elected. But that would have been something that Trump actually did or put in the works, wouldn't it have been?
I think just the first one was Trump.
No, the second one didn't they
The
give
second one
us?
was already approved.
It was already approved.
before the election.
But they didn't hand it all out, didn't they? Didn't you get like a small disbursement and then another one after
Yeah.
the Georgia election?
Whatever, it's our freaking money. It's not like they gave it to us. You know, oh, here's your. If you give somebody $20 and they give you 16 back, it's not like, I just earned $16. You know, if you look at it that way, I mean, they gave you your own money back.
Yeah.
Todd, have you applied for your to get the $600 a month in groceries that they've been advertising on TV?
What? How do you get that?
I don't know. It's
Oh.
one of
I
the
thought it was
it's one of the
1,000.
Medicare programs or something like that. But my sister-in-law is a collector for a big collections agency, and she handles mostly medical bills. And when I started filling out for Medicare and whatnot, and the plan B, C, D, E, she said that she would tell me which one to do, and because a lot of these you get all the dental, I mean not the dental, you get dental and all that kind of stuff, but you pay a lot more money for it. you pay you. To stop it.
Oh,
Uh,
cat fight. Tom's got a cat fight.
one of them's in the middle of Roberta's desk, because that's going to become a cat fight. Um, but anyway, it's something about you get $600. But anyway, my sister-in-law was saying that you got to watch this crap because it's going to end up costing you the money. Costing you extra money. So I told her she needed to do. She needed to do some videos. If she did like 4 videos, and that's all it was on the channel
I
about.
never saw this commercial,
Have you?
honestly.
That's because you're
No,
not.
but we don't watch much for regular TV. So I mean, a lot of times we'll watch like Netflix or some kind of streaming thing.
So if what you're saying is if somebody, a complete stranger, even like on media, like on TV or something, says, I'm going to give you something free and there's no strings attached, you should not trust that person?
Absolutely.
What?
Otherwise, you're a dumbass. But she did. She said, you got to watch this stuff because they're giving you all these little perks, but you're going to end up paying more in the end. She said nothing's free, and being that she's trying to help people out because they have these huge medical bills, they're on Medicare and all this kind
Well,
of
what are
stuff.
they? How do you get this 600 and free groceries? Do they
I
put you
don't
on
know
like
because
food card or something or food stamps?
They put you on a street corner.
I, I'm not sure because I talked to a guy one time and about these Medicare ads, and he's like, never call them. He said, and if you do call them, don't give them any personal information
Mm,
because they will switch you over to their company's
to a
account.
different plan.
Yeah,
I'm
and you
not
don't
quite old
realize.
enough for this Medicare business yet.
Yeah, but Jim's powering that direction.
Well, Jim's getting closer, but he's not there yet.
I will say this: if you look up, if you just want to go on a rabbit hole, the magazine was called Signal. It was the Nazi Party German magazine, printed in English, sent over to the United States before the war. Before the war started, they were already messing around in Europe, but they hadn't started war with us. And the Americans who chose to read this stuff could get Signal magazine. Well, it was printed in a hardbound book, and I found it in the library. They have all these magazine articles. And if you read it, it chronicles all the free stuff Hitler was giving to people in the years leading up to the war. And free college, free housing for young couples. The more kids you had, the more benefits you got. Everything was free, free, free. So when people are confused, like, well, how in the hell did somebody like Hitler and the Nazi party get into power? It was because they offered you a bunch of free stuff. So when the farmer's giving the cows free feed, it's not necessarily in the cow's best interest. Because someday that cow's going to wind up on a stock truck. Just saying. And it's still, the stuff Hitler was doing is the same techniques they're using today. Maybe for different goals, but it's the same technique. Offer people free stuff. Don't 100% deliver, but give them a little enough to wet their beak, and they'll follow you anywhere. Just saying. Beware the free stuff.
Scott's messing with me because Tara's over.
Now I see Scott breathing. He's not froze.
He ain't dead yet.
Every time Tom mentions something, he goes froze. Now I was finishing making the thumbnail.
Tom left.
Is he refereeing the cats?
Probably. Doing some cat training.
What are the odds on Grey Cat?
He's got the cat whip out training him.
It's not working.
He's herding cats.
He might be gone for good this time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you chase him out?
He's been having internet problems the whole time.
Oh. Oh, man.
Every time he asks if somebody's frozen, he's freezing.
You fight the cats and lost. Come back all scratched up and
I
shit.
fought the cats and the cats won. Oh my God! Yesterday, I go to pick up. I'm dropping some packages on our porch. Getting ready to load the car, and I reach up for something. I turn around, and all of a sudden, there's a couple of totes on the porch. I look up, and there's 4 cats on this tote, like all, like just staring at me, like, oh my God, because they want their food. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it scared the hell out of me. I mean, when you don't expect it, you think you're all alone, and you turn around, there's 4 animals staring at you.
Well, that's the problem with cats.
Look like a wolf pack.
Todd's got that problem too, but sometimes there's skunks and raccoons mixed in with the cats.
Yeah, we've had possums in the yard, but we haven't had no skunks or raccoons yet here.
Yeah, last night was possum night.
uh,
Oh, they're nasty too. You get up to them, they start hissing at you and stuff. Those possums are salty.
yeah, they're tough looking little buggers.
Yes, fishing and picking. His wife does work for their cable company, and
She works for DirecTV. She's cutting off Newsmax right now.
She's barking at the kid making a snowman.
Oh, we're talking about Tom's wife.
oh man, what is that? Yeah, I'm glad y'all got the weather. It went right above us.
Yeah, it went right below us. I think it hit Tennessee mostly.
It snowed some more this morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, how often y'all don't usually get snow at all, do you?
Not much. Once or twice a year, and it's never a big deal.
Well, they get snow in Dallas.
You didn't.
I saw it on the show.
No.
You didn't need to go buy milk and bread and stuff.
It's not on our diet.
The high today is 41, and the chance of rain is 100%. Shit.
Ooh.
Well, that's coming our way.
Maybe it'll stay south of us.
Checking it right now.
That is awesome. Is what that is.
Oh no, it ain't coming according to this way. We ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. Actually, we could dry up a little bit. It's really muddy.
Oh
here.
yeah, I mean we got that clay mud. It's like 4 inches deep. Everywhere you walk, your shoes are sticking in it. Our ground is just saturated.
I live in Clifton.
Well, you buy $200 worth of Michelob Ultra, you get what you deserve.
Two good pieces of shits.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Now,
$500 worth of
Mr.
shit.
Sadie, I was listening to Scott's show yesterday morning, and he was in the chat, and he said he's watching Young and the Restless, and I'm like, oh my God, you're watching the soaps and drinking Michelob Ultra. He's turning into a woman.
Yeah.
I started to say it, but I last liked off. I'm like, he's like weeks away from announcing his transition.
I don't know that when he said he's watching Young and the Restless and then drinking Michelob Ultra, I was a little worried about him.
Hey, whatever happened to Bruce Jenner? Wasn't he like an Olympian? I don't hear nothing about that guy anymore. Whatever happened?
Yeah, when he makes that S in his name lowercase and he's Miss 80 and says
There's Tom in the side chat.
Uh-oh. Hello?
So,
Oh, he's back.
he's back.
Yeah, it went down pretty bad.
Oh, I thought maybe you were fighting
The
your
thing about
cat.
it is though, with this system, if I like this, I got disconnected. It stays running. So I would have to go out. I was getting my phone out to since it's on the internet. I mean, through mobile, and to disconnect it. Otherwise, it would just sit running until I got service and I could reconnect to EV Mux.
Well, they get
Oh.
disconnected until we were so bad, YouTube shut it down and canceled your account.
Yeah, I guess we could really start like talking about some stuff you're not supposed to talk about, and then maybe we'd end the stream.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Yeah, and then someone's knocking at your door.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You can't be
I'm
bored.
from the Alphabet Agency.
But we can talk about Mr. Sadie yesterday announcing his transition and because he watched The Young and the Restless and drinks Mick Ultra.
Yeah.
He's gonna become Mrs. Sadie.
Mr. Sadie.
The creepy doll does the head.
Y'all
Yeah.
just not right.
That three-faced doll. Yeah, it turns. You rotate it. I think
Yeah,
you're supposed to put a bonnet on it, depending what face you want to show.
Larry, some things you keep a secret. That you watch Young and the Restless, yeah, that should have been one of them.
Yeah.
Stories. Well, listen, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Sorry, it's been technical issues all morning with the internet. So we're gonna have to work on that,
Right on, right
especially
on.
before Roberta gets off vacation. I hope y'all have a good day. Make some money. Todd, Scott, you doing the show tonight at 8.
Yeah, I've already. I was making the thumbnail when y'all were wondering what I was doing. So
Okay.
What is
Oh,
the
when,
show?
when I
It's
thought you
Scott's
were
Thursday night show.
Oh, just regular now special topic.
And I don't think. What's the topic tonight?
quitting eBay.
eBay fees are up. The beard's out.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I do like your new logo.
That's it. I quit.
Screw you guys. I'm going
I'm
home.
going to work
That's
for
right,
Walmart.
Cartman.
Yeah, put the Cartman up there for your meme or for your thumbnail.
I'm going to go brick and mortar because I can't afford the extra 35 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to spend $100,000 a year just for the utilities and maybe rent.
Well, if you got, I mean, but honestly, if you got $100 in the bank, that $100 is worth less. So that means all prices are going to go up. I mean, I don't care. It don't matter what it is. The prices are going to go up. And actually, I got to say with eBay, the price has gone up less than the dollar's gone down. So
Yeah.
it actually works out.
It wasn't Tamara. It's Tanja, right?
Huh?
Was she's in North Carolina? I believe it's Tanja. She's in North Carolina. Is that where?
What about her?
Mother passed away, and
Ah.
I believe she had a heart attack.
Who is it? What's her YouTube name?
Was it Yellow Brick Reselling or was it Tanja in North Carolina?
Oh, it's too
It's
bad.
I've heard of
Brick.
Yellow Brick Reselling or whatever.
Yeah, that's Tamara. Her and her husband came down here on their way through last year doing their Jeep thing, doing their Jeep tours. Oh, it's Tamara. Oh,
Yeah, okay. Well, I hate that. You know,
they
we're all older people, okay? Except for Tara.
Speak for yourself, Tom.
And that means that our parents are way up there. And it's unfortunate, but the reality is we're going to start losing them. Like my dad, 2 years ago we lost my dad. He was 88.
yeah Tamara. They were here last year, and she's the nice, genuine. She's the same person you see on her YouTube channel. Very kind, really funny in person.
So that means that if she's like her YouTube channel, boy,
That means we're the same.
poor Dex, he's just got it bad over there on their YouTube channel.
We're the same assholes we are in person.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, at my age, I really just don't care. I just don't care. If you don't agree with me, that's your opinion, and you have the right to it. But that doesn't mean it's right.
That
So anyway,
I'll let you be wrong, and you can be happy in your ignorance.
that's
There
right.
you go. Very good. Yeah.
Oh my God! And her husband had a heart attack during the Jeep tours.
Yes.
Oh,
Dang, that's terrible. Todd, I'm assuming that you're not going to do battle with the ladies over at the church today.
I'm sure
yeah,
they're
he's gonna
closed
take that
down
bubble
today.
wrap and wrap their faces up with it.
I don't know.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Thank you, Todd, Scott, Dex, and
That's it.
Tara for coming
All
in
right.
and visiting this morning. Go look at Scott's show tonight. He's on. You can find all about his quitting or if you have power.
Yeah.
Because you said it's supposed to snow again, right?
I think it's kind of supposed to start stopping today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks y'all for coming in. Thank you everybody for the audience for coming in. I hope we've entertained you. And
We really don't care.
yeah, we don't care.
That's your takeaway.
So have a great one.
And your little dog too.